A ripple of astonishment raced through Spain's footballing circles on July 13th, 2025, when news broke that Barcelona wunderkind Lamine Yamal, freshly turned 18, was under fire for allegedly booking dwarf entertainers to perform at his birthday bash. The headline alone read like a dramatic mismatch. A rising superstar accused of reducing whole human beings to sideshow attractions. Imagine arriving at what was meant to be a joyful milestone. Balloons, laughter, the scent of festive confetti in the air, only to discover that the entertainment was not a magician or a singer, but people with achondroplasia, hired to elicit shop, stare, and titters of amusement. By the next morning, social media feeds crackled with outrage, setting the stage for a cultural showdown that no one saw coming. What seemed destined to be a private celebration exploded into a national debate. So, how did we get here? Before diving deeper into the storm, it helps to understand the eye at its centre. Lamine Yamal isn't just any footballer, he's a phenomenon. At 17, he broke into Barcelona's first team, dazzling fans with lightning dribbles and audacious passes. By season's end, he'd helped secure both the La Liga title and the Copa del Rey. The boy, once cheered on by youngsters in the new camp, now inspires them, embodying every child's dream of glory on grass. With Lionel Messi's famous number 10 shirt now within reach, an emblem of genius, creativity and leadership, Yamal's trajectory seemed unstoppable. Yet this meteoric ascent also magnifies every misstep. When you command headlines for your speed and skill, your birthday choices echo far beyond the walls of any banquet hall. Does stardom come with an invisible fine print? One that whispers, even your parties are public property? Enter the Association of People with Achondroplasia and Other Skeletal Dysplasias, ADE for short, an advocacy group whose core mission is to safeguard the dignity of individuals with dwarfism across Spain. ADE operates under the umbrella of COSENFE, the Spanish Confederation of People with Physical and Organic Disabilities, lending it significant influence and moral weight. Picture a united coalition of families, doctors, educators, and activists, all committed to dismantling outdated stereotypes and championing inclusion in every sphere, from employment to entertainment. For ADE, the Yamal birthday party wasn't a harmless whim. It was a glaring reminder of how quickly society can slip into dehumanizing patterns, even in the 21st century. This isn't about spoiling a kid's fun, ADE insists. It's about drawing a line against practices that reduce human beings to carnival exhibits. According to ADE's official statement, guests at Yamal's party were greeted not by jugglers or caricature artists, but by people with achondroplasia, positioned as living displays, part photo op, part live act. Promotional material reportedly touted their presence as a unique experience, treating them less like fellow human beings and more like walking, talking billboards for spectacle. The word intolerable is tossed around in ADE's lexicon, but in this context, it stings. It means crossing the invisible boundary between respect and exploitation. After all, what's the difference between a clown pony and a person born with a genetic condition? It's the very essence of dignity. Inviting someone to entertain you shouldn't require them to become an object of curiosity. And hiring them simply because of their physical stature introduces a moral dissonance that reverberates far beyond a single venue. ADE President Carolina Puente didn't mince her words in the official press release. It's unacceptable that in the 21st century, people with dwarfism continue to be used as entertainment at private parties. The dignity and rights of our community are not entertainment for anyone, under any circumstances. Her tone carried the weight of history, echoes of freak shows and sideshows that once paraded human oddities through crowds for a dime. Puente's voice, firm and unyielding, reminds us that stereotypes aren't harmless. They shape perceptions, restrict opportunities, and erode self-worth. Each time such a practice is repeated, it stitches fresh layers onto a centuries-old tapestry of prejudice. By calling it intolerable, ADE demands more than an apology. They demand accountability, an awareness that every person deserves to be seen first as a human being, not as a spectacle. When a global icon endorses or even casually indulges in a dubious practice, the message ripples outward. For countless youngsters glued to screens, Yamal represents possibility, the triumph of talent over every obstacle. But what are they learning if their role model's party treats some guests as novel attractions? Celebrities carve pathways for cultural norms, and their actions resonate in schoolyards, playgrounds, and family dinners. Picture a child asking, if Lamine can hire dwarfs for fun, why can't my friend make me laugh at Tom's height? The power of public figures lies not just in their goals and trophies, but in their everyday choices. This incident threatens to reinforce the very stereotypes Adi has spent decades dismantling. The real question becomes, will Yamal's camp acknowledge this impact, or will silence let the echoes of prejudice continue unchecked? Remarkably, as headlines blazed with criticism and social media ignited with debate, Lamine Yamal himself remained quiet. No tweet, no press statement, no mention in post-game interviews. In an era when celebrities rush to control the narrative, this silence speaks volumes. Is it a lawyerly tactic, waiting for legal counsel before saying anything? Or a calculated gamble that public attention will fade, allowing the controversy to vanish before it truly dents his reputation? Each passing hour without comment fans the flames of speculation. Supporters chalk it up to stress and parental guidance. Detractors see arrogance or indifference. Yet every unanswered question intensifies curiosity. What does the star himself think? And more importantly, what will he say when his voice finally breaks the hush? On the field, Yamal's next chapter gleams with promise. Wearing the sacred number 10, he'll be expected to orchestrate Barcelona's attacks, dribble past defenders as effortlessly as a painter sweeps a brush, and score goals that echo through footballing lore. Yet off the pitch, he must navigate rougher terrain. The delicate world of public perception, where one misstep can overshadow a season's worth of brilliance. Sponsors, teammates, and fans will all watch. Will he extend a sincere apology? Will he invite ADE to join future events as equals? Or will he retreat behind silence until the wave passes? The balance between athletic prowess and moral standing is precarious. One tilt too far, and the number 10 jersey might feel heavier than any defender's tackle. As night falls on July 13's celebration and the last balloon drifts from the ceiling, the real party begins in courtrooms, on social media, and within the hearts of fans, torn between admiration and outrage. Legal actions loom and public pressure mounts. Will Yamal's team seek a settlement, or will a fuller public reckoning emerge? Beyond blame and defence, there lies an opportunity for honest dialogue, a chance for a young icon to learn. Grow and lead by example. Can a footballer teach the same lesson he learns on the pitch? Adaptability, respect, and unity. Perhaps the next act in this drama won't be in a courtroom, but in a heartfelt conversation between Yamal and the very people Adi represents. The question now twinkles like a star over Camp Nou at midnight. When the cheering resumes next season, will Lamine Yamal still be celebrated for what he does on the field and for who he becomes off it?